Hey folks, it's time for yet another custom lesson. This one has been requested by Joshua. Hi Pufralama, the first videos of yours I watched were the Odachi and Axe guides since I use those weapons. After watching those videos, I realized I haven't played Nioh 2 in months, so I gave it another shot. Thanks for getting me back onto the Nioh 2 train. You're welcome. As I mentioned before, the weapons I use are Odachi and Axe. Odachi has been my favorite weapon since Nioh 1, and I've fallen in love with the Axe in Nioh 2. I just love the big boy damage. With the Odachi, my favorite moves are the two Moonlit Snows, Swirling Snow, Bolting Boar. My build isn't, I guess, top-notch, as you haven't finished Dream of the Nioh yet, and the armor that you're using is Tatenashi's, otherwise known as God of War Looks Down. That item which reduces the set requirements by 1, Yasukani Magatama. My Guardian Spirits are Ho and Ho, but I wasn't sure what soul cores to put on them. Can you make a custom lesson for you? Answer is yes, as you can see. It would really help, and I would greatly appreciate it. There's still so much I don't know about Nioh 2. I'll end by saying your content is amazing, and it reminded me of how fun Nioh 2 can be. You have just earned a subscriber. Keep up the good work. Thank you once again. And I appreciate all the compliments. So, just as a word, I'm not really going crazy on build stuff, but I'll just show you what you can do combat-wise to kind of really enjoy what Nioh 2 has to offer. So we are going to be using the Axe and the Odachi, and now let's show you the Guardian Spirits, and I'll talk about a bit what's going on. So with Ho, I decided to go with the following three cores. Tate Eboshi. Why? Because you said big boy damage, and Tate Eboshi is absolutely savage, and it's so good when you can nail all the hits. It's really one of the most satisfying cores I've ever used. When it comes to stat-wise, Yokai ability Key Pulse is the only thing I care for. If you have one per Guardian Spirit, you're good to go. You'll see a bit of redundancy with that with my other cores. You don't need to max this up at all unless you care about the Amrita earned Yokai Shift, which does help, but it's really not that important. Next, we have Flying Bolt. Given the fact that we're using slower weapons, I wanted to make things a little easier in terms of having a sort of projectile that would slow targets down, and Flying Bolt is perfect for that. It has the range game with it. It can slow targets down, and it can be very handy. I would advise getting this up to rank 30 simply because the anima bonus range weapon hit can be very valuable, as well as the likelihood that you reduce movement on a target. It's just really handy. Yokai ability Key Pulse on this. Again, you don't need to have more than one instance. This was the Phantom Soul Core I have for Flying Bolt, so that's pretty much it. The max Yokai ability key damage isn't necessary, but is simply nice to have. Last but not least, Onryoki. So if we're going to do big boy plays, big boy damage, there's going to be moments that we're going to need to take big boy damage ourselves, I guess. I don't know. Dumb analogy. But this is great. There are going to be moments you're going to have enemies all around you. You're going to be surrounded, and your weapons may not necessarily be able to pack the punch you need in those moments. So Onryoki is great. Just shove everybody away from you and do a lot of damage in the process. And then what's nice is that being an AoE core and its long animation is that the special effects are really good. This is probably the single core I would advise getting to rank 30 above anything else, because basically anytime you're attacking, you're just going to reduce your damage, and not to mention get a bunch of anima back, which does help the tankier you are. It's such a big deal. Again, Yokai ability Key Pulse, you don't need it. Once per 3 soul cores is good enough per Guardian Spirit, and obviously I don't care for the Kodama sensor. It's just, it's a soul core that's Phantom. But anyway, let's get on to Ho. So with Ho, I took a slightly different route with the soul cores. I thought of stuff more offensively. How could I make this work together? So we'll start with Yoki. Yoki is a great soul core for 2 reasons. One, it's a good chunk of damage, surprisingly. It has a good amount of reach. And then I guess now the third reason is that there is a stagger option. I wanted you to have that quick stagger option. I did think of Ippon originally, but I find that many players just spam Ippon, and that kind of it doesn't allow you to really experiment with other cores. And it's actually kind of expensive, and I didn't want too many expensive soul cores anyway. But yeah, get Yoki up to 30. There is no downside to getting the anima bonus Amrita absorption. It isn't like absolutely amazing, but the little chunks do help. Next, we have Yatsu-no-Kami. I wanted a soul core that you could combo with, and Yatsu-no-Kami is great for that, as well as being a fantastic power play. There are going to be many moments you're going to be against a wall or even in a corner, throw out Yatsu-no-Kami, do a bunch of attacks, things die. That's basically how it goes. Doesn't even matter if they block. Yatsu-no-Kami will just ruin things, especially with the Odachi and obviously with the Axe. It gives you a lot of time to set up a super powerful attack while it's going off. And then last but not least, I wanted a quick soul core, not a short soul core option. I wanted something that I could throw out and would really work well for quick cancel play. Now, while Bakegani isn't necessarily the fastest, it's nice to have the ranged option that it provides, and the special effects are pretty nice too. So if you want to boost this one up, I would recommend it. Reducing all damage taken is certainly awesome, and getting more block is also pretty decent too. It's not like that much, but it helps. And yeah, just being able to fire a water beam, and it's actually surprisingly powerful, and I'm actually impressed with the Soul Core. I think it's harder for me to explain how good it is, and I just kind of have to show you. So before I get into the showcase part, you can see I'm using Demon Horde weapons. These aren't cream of the crop for me, but they're nice. The Anima bonus on grapple is always welcome. And yeah, got Life Drain melee attack because I couldn't roll Life Drain active skill. Again, not necessary. You don't even need the corruption. I'm using purity-based guardian spirits, so you would think this would be the dumb idea, but fact of the matter is, if I'm using an element that goes against the main theme of the setup and it still works well, guess what? You're going to have a good time too. So I made sure to equip Moonlit Snow, both of them. So I have classic Moonlit Snow over here, and then I got Moonlit Snow Redux as well. And you're just going to see how these things come into play. Let's first start off with some Yokai Shift things just to give you an idea of what is possible. I guess I'll just pop it. Let me get some attacks from the get-go and just show you what you can do. Alright, so when you have usually pop Yokai Shift, a grapple, here's what you can do. If they're close, you can do that. Stay a little bit at range. Tate Eboshi can ruin. Yeah. Oh, it's pretty beastly powerful. Let's try that one more time, and then I'll switch over to Brute, see what can be done. Give you a couple of ideas. Teleport in. You can do Onryoki. Very nice. So yeah, Tate Eboshi I would generally recommend to use when you feel safe enough to do it, or if you're close to the end of Yokai Shift. Now what about Brute? Brute's a little different. This one is going to be a little trickier in my opinion, but it is a lot of fun. So I'm going to wait for a Fang Break moment. That's pretty cool. Oh, I missed that. That's okay. Come here. Try it again. Come on. Set up the Yatsu-no-Kami. Oh. Target died. Let's try it one more time. Come on. Come on. I know you want to. Oh, that was sad. Well, whatever. Let's go. Charge it up. Dear Lord. Target just got melted, dude. Alright, one last time. Charge up. Isn't that kind of crazy with all that range? Here, let's just go beat up a human just because I can. Really? Fine. Have it your way. And they're dead. It's pretty crazy. But let's just showcase how things can work with your weapons. Now, one of the major difficulties many players have is just figuring out, hey, when can I actually nail hits with Tate Eboshi? So, we'll get to that soon enough. You'll be like, oh, I have it nearly guaranteed. But yeah, here's some ideas just for base weapon play. But alright, Tate Eboshi, how can I make that work with this weapon setup? Alright, get over here. Thank you. Oh, that's not how you make it work. Was that nice? I know that was nice. And I know that was nice too. So yeah, try it after a Spirit Storm. You'd be surprised on how well it can work. You can also kind of try it after a Bolting Boar. I don't know if I necessarily recommend it. You know what? Time to die. Alright, let's try some stuff against a Yoki. Come here, buddy. What you got? Isn't that awesome? Just Yatsu-no-Kami is doing a bunch of powerful hits as you're doing a lot of powerful hits. It feels really good. Alright, but I gotta tinker with other things, don't I? Devastating, huh? Alright, what else? Got a nice slow target. Oh, that was unfortunate. So is that, though. He could not survive that onslaught. Alright, maybe a Yoki will be a better demonstration. Come on. No, you want to. Alright, let's go classic. Let's go super speedy. And then super power play. Oh, where'd I go? Where'd I go? Try a couple more things. Oh, okay, that was feisty. Oh, dirty. Alright, what else? I gotta try more axe moves. Glorious, glorious. Come on, Tate, but you do things. Oh! Yeah, it's so satisfying. Okay. What else can I think of? Alright, here. What you got? Come on, attack me, dude. You're a little far away. Try again. Try again. Probably work better on a human. Lumber Chop don't care. Lumber Chop's got things to hit. Thank you. Alright, let's try Undaunted. I'm gonna try Undaunted, and then you'll see what I'll come up with. Yep, nope, not that. Oh! Oh, it's too fun, man. Alright, what else? Let's try, dude. Onryoki don't care. Here. This is so troll. Okay, maybe one more thing. One more thing. Okay, just one more, I promise. No, I gotta knock you down. Come here. Come here, dude. I wanna play. Let's go. Where you think you're going? You want to see that again? Because I want to do that again. So yeah, Cloud Crush into Tate Eboshi. This may not work. Just kidding. It totally worked. All right. That was carnage, wasn't it? I know you like that. So hopefully you can kind of work with these combos a little bit and work with these soul cores, because it's a lot of fun and I had a lot of fun doing this. In any case, I will see you guys soon enough in the gameplay showcase. Time to put this to the test. So this scroll isn't particularly the most demanding from the boss, but the enemy waves are especially annoying. Flying Bolt being one of them with Oni Bees. So I actually have a little difficulty early on. And I'm actually trying to showcase the fact that you can Bolting Board Flying Bolt, but I'm kind of just getting spammed and from like everything. So it's just kind of frustrating me. So I'm like, you know what? Whatever, dude. Ground Quake doesn't work. And then I'm like, you know what? Screw it. Onryoki. Boom, get me all that life back. Wasn't that awesome? So yeah, pretty good. And there is the bolting board I was talking about. I switch over to the axe from an axe flash attack, and flying bolt number 1 is dead, but it's still not, of course, over. We've got mages, and you cannot let mages get a single inch, and there's 2 of them. So one of them is very quickly dispatched. I'm on to the second one. I'm going for a fully charged movement snow, but I get interrupted. So see how kind of annoying this is? So I'm like, you know what, screw it, Tate Eboshi, kill all of that. So it just nearly killed this mage, destroyed the Oni-B, and now I'm onto the flying bolt. So let's just finish her off real quick. If you didn't know, her little towel projectiles can be reflected back at her, as I do just there. And then, alright, got the burst counter. Let's kill her real quick. Yatsu-no-Kami, combo with me. She interrupted me, which is frustrating, so she gets the full movement snow into an axe flash attack, followed by Bakegani. Look at that. She is all but done. And goodbye. Thank you, hyper armor on certain axe moves. So the boss here is going to be a purple Azai Nagamasa. I screw up the burst counter. I can't believe I did. Things weren't necessarily looking to be at a good start, but that is all going to change once I really get into that rhythm. Look at all of that ki I have deleted with these weapons. It's crazy. Alright, straight up. Onryoki does a lot of work for me here. Remember, purple enemies are pretty tanky, but I know I've lost my opportunity to dispel the curse, so I've got to do other things, and that is simply going to be using a lot of pressure moves, power-based moves. And look how slow he's moving! Thank you, Flying Bolts! That was actually pretty funny, and I was trying to prolong the reduced movement speed, but yeah, it comes in real handy to really just allow you to set things up. And then whiffed again. That felt so bad, you have no idea. And I have very little health. Onryoki coming in clutch there, doing a lot of good ki damage. Axe flash attack yet again. I seem to be really throwing that out. And then let's deplete some more ki. I'm getting very close. Yatsu-no-Kami is going to help me delete all that ki. Look at all that damage. Time to go into Yokai Shift. And here's where the craziness really comes into play. Those combos I was showing in the dojo, now really going to take storm. Look at that, staggering him, preventing him from doing anything. Ooh, Fang Break. Let's go. Bakegani, not the best choice there, but still did a good amount of ki damage. And then I'm like, crap, he's in the Dark Realm. Nope, Fang Break. Oh, that's so evil. All right, let's switch over to Phantom Form. And yeah, let's just keep this kick-assery going. Alright, Flying Bolt, try to slow it down. I didn't get to really play around with it, but that's okay. Look at all that ki damage that has been dealt. And yeah, I'm trying to deplete his ki. Wasn't lucky, but I did get Flying Bolt off, which is pretty nice. So now I've got to rely on my weapon-based play, and don't worry, it's going to come in nice and clutch. I thoroughly enjoyed working with this setup, especially on this guy, because he can be such a nuisance. Man, I've messed up like every burst counter, but who cares? Look at all that damage from Tate Eboshi, ruining his fun. And let's see what I go with. Ooh, fully charged Lumber Chop. Ooh, good amount of damage. Titanic Strength. He's nearly out of ki. So how am I going to finish this? Well, it looks like I'm going back to the Odachi, and there's only one way I can do this. Oh, yeah. Let's go! Excellent. So yeah, that worked out really well, and you got to see how this setup works. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope this was helpful, and I'll see you guys next time.